For the Access Assignment Part 1, you need to pick data sources off New York City Open Data. The data source I chose to use is DCA Sidewalk Cafes. Now, to bring that into Excel, you need to go to Export, just over here, make it into a CSV. At the bottom, it's going to ask you to open it. You're going to open that file. The file is going to come up as an Excel file. You're going to copy and paste all of the information. Copy. And you're going to put that into Excel. Right here. Now you can see that I got rid of a lot of the files in Excel. All I kept was the ID, the Sidewalk Cafe, whether it was enclosed or unenclosed. Further towards the bottom it's sorted. Then the zip code of the cafe and the borough that the cafe is in. After that, you need to choose another file where in this instance I used DCLA Cultural Organizations. Originally I planned on mixing together how sidewalks and cultural organizations influenced each other. So I got this document off open source and did the same importing technique. However, I learned that this will not be sufficient, and instead I did not use this, but later on you'll see that I used Puma off Professor Yim's email or GSBU so that we could relate things such as characteristics of people to how many sidewalks there were, which seemed to be a much better business opportunity. And once you've used this, you will need to create a data dictionary. Originally, using this data, my data dictionary looked something like this. It had the table name with my two tables in it. Then it had a field name, my field name following. The data type, which the ID is a number, the Sidewalk Cafes is a text, whether it's unenclosed or enclosed. And make sure your zip code is text. It's extremely important. And also make sure that when you are in Access that you make sure your zip code is set as text as well. And I have DCLA Cultural Organizations, number, make sure your zip code again is in text, and you have a slight description of each one. Make sure that your field names are descriptive of what you're looking at. Also, you can't have spaces, so you can use things such as underscores. Lastly, you need to show your intentions for the audience. So my research was intended for investors looking to open up cafes by seeing the presence of cultural organizations, which actually switched to influences of the people around, such as mean income and education level. And then questions you could ask, are there more unenclosed or enclosed cafes? My questions switched towards the end and answered things more like, did the mean income affect the amount of cafes in an area? Or did the percentage of the male population affect the amount of cafes in the period? So then once you do the data dictionary and have done your Access assignment uploading the two things, you're going to upload both of these assignments to GSBU.